Hi, my name is Gary. I've been married for, 14 years now, going on 15? Got to do the math in my head. And I was introduced to Kevin and the Moment of Truth ministry through my wife. One of our friends actually had gone to Moment of Truth and had really seen results. And we were having some points in our marriage where we're like, we can work on this and make things better. So let's give it a try. And that's where we got introduced to Moment of Truth. I would describe my experience during the sessions as being heard. So one of the things that was a struggle for me was really feeling like I wasn't heard or recognized for what I was struggling with or what I was dealing with, because in a lot of the marriage books or material that I had read or gone through up until this point, my specific situation wasn't really addressed. And when we first met with Kevin and talking with Kevin, one of the very first things that happened was I felt like he understood where I was coming from, where I was feeling things, and actually validated what I had been going through in a way that I had never heard before that. And so that really had an impact on me. One of the specific moments of truth that impacted me was when Kevin was describing the trigger cycle and how we would fall into these triggers and we'd keep doing the same repeating patterns, and seeing that moment where both my wife and I in the same session started to understand and piece together how both of our behaviors adding up were creating this cycle. And then really seeing when Kevin explained how I had been feeling, what I had been going through in a way that my wife understood, seeing her kind of change her expression as she realized, for I feel like one of the first times, the weight of what I had been dealing with. And that was really impactful to me, because that was a step where we could start moving forward. So how my life has changed since getting connected to Moment of Truth is that the communication between my wife and I has gotten dramatically better. We had been struggling where neither one of us was feeling heard or important, because we were both talking over each other a lot. And through our work with the ministry, we've been able to move forward to where now we have productive conversations. I'd say when we have disagreements, we're able to voice our opinions, and I feel personally like I have more control or efficacy over the way that I interact with my wife, because that was one of the struggles. Is I always felt, how do I be a loving husband but still stand up for myself in a loving way? And I didn't understand or have the tools to do so. And now I feel like I'm actually equipped where when something comes up and I need to establish a boundary, I can do so in a loving way, and then we can have a conversation about it where we both move forward, instead of just blowing up and getting angry and then going apart and then coming back saying we're sorry, but never actually resolving the issue. I would say Moment of Truth is different from help we've had from other sources, because it really tries to target the root of the source of conflict, which is your own behaviors, and owning what's causing you to act certain ways. What are your triggers? Why are you then behaving that? And how do you address taking a trigger and making it so that you can actually have responsibility over how you react to that? In some of the other ones that we've done, it's all good content and it's all good material, it's valuable, but we never got to the heart of what was setting us off, so we kept repeating the same patterns. And the time in between a pattern repeated would be great, and yes, we benefited, but we never were able to break out of the cycle. And this has really helped us make progress to where we're moving forward now productively together, and it just feels so much better.